Alright, we're back for round two. Today, well, this one is Phillip Franken versus Marcus van Heerden.
What is
We
it?
are gonna be looking at Mono Red Madness from Philip's side versus Naya Energy.
Yeah, a pretty interesting take on the energy deck here. Usually you'd find the black splash because people favor Fatal Push. Mark is opting to play Thalia, Heretic Cathar, and Immolating Glare, as well as Declaration in Stone and Fragmentize main deck. Um, with
Sylvan Advocate.
Yeah, 2 copies of Skywhaler's shot, which is what he's getting from the white out of the energy. Otherwise, it looks like pretty consulate surveillance as well. Really odd choices. The
Yeah.
deck looks strange on paper, but he is one up, um, which isn't something to be laughed at. And then Philip Franken also playing a really strange list here. A bunch of aggressive red spells. Philip, known to play the seemingly janky red decks that just sort of get in under your opponent and
And
uh,
kills very, very
make your
quickly.
creatures punch just a little bit above their weight, and before you know it, your life total is perilously low, and he is playing 4 shocks. So, yeah, Karizev, one menacing power with a 2/1 monkey alongside her. Bedlam Reveler to refill, Bomat Courier as well. So he's got plenty of ways to draw into the deck. And he's playing a full 4 copies of Otherworldly Outburst, which is another red look at card advantage. You get to trade 1 for 1 with a lot of creatures and end up with a 3/2 body for 1 mana. It's great rate if you can, build a combat situation where you come out on top of it.
Philip's on the play and he has Mulligan down to 6. Does Looks like he's keeping it. That is not a great hand though. That is 2 lightning axe, 1 mountain, 2 mountains.
He is keeping it though.
He's keeping. That's like,
He's got no clue what his opponent's
yeah,
on, so I think the 2 removal spells is what he's banking on. What is the third card in his hand there? Is that a burn spell?
not.
He's drawn a Bomat Courier, and he's got Otherworldly Outburst to back it up. So I think he might be good here.
Going in, hitting for 1. Interesting here that Marcus decided to reveal the forest in his hand but not play anything.
I don't know what he's trying to represent. There's nothing in green or white at instant speed that does something on the first turn.
Maybe he just showed his opponent that he's got more lands.
Yeah. Naya online. He's got Incendiary Flow in the grip, which he's probably going to play, and that doesn't hurt Philip too much. I mean, it costs him. He got a point of damage for 1 mana. I don't know why he's considering this. The Otherworldly Outburst is not going to give him a 3/2 here. Yeah, he just lets it go. Those cards are in exile.
Interesting here is the Bomat Carrier's exile pile has to
Yeah, it
stay
remains face down.
for
Nobody
the
knows
rest
what
of the
those
game.
are. Triple Lightning Axe. This is not going well.
Yeah, I don't think Philip's in such a good spot. There is a Brawler.
What is the card at the front of Philip's hand?
I can't actually tell. No, it's not an outburst.
Maybe it's a Bolt to Smash. He's just.
He's hoping for the best.
Oh, okay, I see. He's gonna violent otherworldly outburst his opponent's creature and then use the lightning axe to kill it, so he ends up with 3/2. So I think he's gonna play lightning axe, discarding a lightning axe. He needs to pay additional costs right now.
He's working on it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the other lightning axe.
I guess
Okay,
not. Like,
Bolt to Smash it is.
Well, if he doesn't have any. Oh well, now
He ends
has
up with a
creature.
3/2 here, so it should have been the Bolt to Smash, but he's got a Bomat Courier. Now he's going in for 4, which is a really sudden turn of events here. He went from absolutely nothing to
Clear board.
basically a 5-turn clock here.
Marcus has another incendiary flow.
Exiles the big guy.
One.
But if that Bomat Courier sticks around for much longer, Philip's going to get to refill his hand.
I think he definitely. If Marcus plays something here, he's gonna Oh, another exile get clue.
Do you think those incend? Yeah, lightning axe is it's a lightning
Mm.
axe. So he's got
I
one
think
removal spell in hand, but he's got a clue.
yeah, there was Declaration and Stone on his creature, so that's two Bomat carriers that hasn't
It's an
done
instant neonate, I think.
much. Played
Yep.
Neonate and passes back. Still holding up that lightning axe, so he can take out pretty much anything here that comes down. And
That Chandra's going to give him problems though. Mark is struggling for red. Uh,
yeah,
what's a
he's
consulate surveillance? Obviously, Philip needs to read it because this is not a card you see played very often. It's a 4-mana enchantment. When it enters, you get 4 energy, and then it's got an activated ability: pay 2 energy, prevent all damage from that a source of your choice would deal this turn, or something to that effect. It's basically fog that permanent for 2 energy, and when it enters, it gives you 4 energy.
which is not bad. Also, does the hexproof doesn't stop that because it's not targeted.
Tick.
Hits
No, I
him.
believe it does. It does
It
target.
doesn't say target.
Yeah,
Isn't it just permanent of your choice?
it's targets. It's a source.
Oh, sure. I think we'll have to check. So Chandra probably coming down now.
Does he have the double red?
Yes,
He
he just drew
does.
it.
He's blowing the trigger on that. Yeah, there's 2 red.
Yeah, Philip just making double sure because he didn't have it earlier.
Pulling
And
the trigger. She goes up,
up
and he's revealing the top
for
card. He's just dealing the 2 damage.
2 damage to Philip.
And that card is in exile, not in his graveyard. He's got a Scrapper Champion in his hand.
Philip still, oh, he drew his third mountain now finally. He has 2 shocks and 2 lightning axe in hand.
I think he might try and double
interesting.
shock the... No, but Marcus is just protecting this with the... I mean, Chandra with the Consulate Surveillance.
Shuts it down, nothing happens.
Probably means that Philip keeps those shocks in hand.
Unfortunately, Philip calling a judge over, trying to make sure what is happening. I'm not entirely sure.
I think he's curious about the timing.
Well, I mean, as long as it's before damage. Oh, I guess not. Maybe there's something we've missed.
I'm curious.
Let's pull
What
that up
does
for
what
us.
does the card actually say? I think that might have been a bit of a rules lawyer there. You choose a source of damage as it resolves. Oh yeah, it does get around hexproof.
Yeah, it does. So prevent damage that would be dealt to you this turn. Oh,
specifically says to you.
That is a problem. It was not to him. Philip gets to choose the target. His opponent.
Well, Philip's attacking a planeswalker,
yeah,
and Consulate Surveillance only protects you from damage, not your any permanents you control.
Yes, so there's nothing there to be stopped. Plays a Nissa, makes a plant, so at least now he can slow him down a bit. And shock comes down, takes down the Nissa, it seems. That is very interesting. Here he could
now that works because it's a redirection effect.
Tries again, does it again. Now all the
or replacement effect rather.
Yeah, it's a replacement effect that only happens on resolution, and then also because it's 2 replacement effects, Marcus gets to choose which one applies first, and he chooses prevention.
Instant Neonate having Menace here gets to attack through unimpeded, but I'm not sure what Philip's going to point it at.
Looks like the Nissa.
Yeah, there's a fiery temper in Philip's hand, I think. I think he's gonna use the instant neonate to draw into. Oh, that seems awkward. I would have used it to dig into the deck a little deeper, but maybe he knows this deck better than I do. Burn you for 3, redirect to Nissa. Maybe that one power is worth it. Maybe he's gonna try and get value out of Marcus minusing Chandra to kill the insolent neonate, and in response he'll sack it. Scrap a champion, real big. 2/2 double strike. When it attacks, you can pay 2 energy and put a +1/+1 counter on it.
It gets big very quickly. And Marcus goes up, reveals, still doesn't excel, but hits for 2.
We'll have to sort that out in the next game. Okay, and Phillip is attacking with Insolent Neonate. It gets double blocked by Scrapper Champion and the Plant Token, and I think he's going to Lightning Axe the Scrapper. Yep, and that's what's happening. Passes back. Marcus is getting a card off the top. Looks like another Voltaic Brawler. He also has a Skywhaler shot in hand. It doesn't seem to have many targets in Phillip's deck because everything is tiny. With the 4 copies of Strumkirk, Occultist can get hit by Skywhaler shot, but other than that, I think they're just going to be stranded in Marcus's hand. Reveals a Plains. We've just gotten a message out to the judges about that, so in game 2 those things will probably go to exile, but for now Marcus is committing a couple of game rule violations there.
The judges are there fixing it. It's 3 cards. It's
and one more land.
Mountain.
Okay, perfect.
Well, any land, I guess.
It was 3 things. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think that's quite right, but it's better than nothing.
Now they're just discussing the infraction.
A bit of banter. Okay, what's Phillip got here? Another it's a skin invasion.
Skin invades. That is quite interesting. And rude. So you can go in, hit the Chandra for 1. She ticks down.
Then you get to sacrifice it and trade that Lightning Axe for another card. Get a 3/4.
Get a 3/4 and at least have another body on board instead of just blindly drawing and hoping for the best. That is a Renegade map, I believe.
And just play tapped. Really motley assortment of spells on Marcus's side of the board. Not really sure what the overarching game plan is here. I think it's just value.
I believe it's just
Still an
value.
Advocate off the top. And it's big.
Yeah, like that is you windmill slam that if you reveal it. No care given for the 2 damage. That thing's huge.
Untap. Draw. Kari Zev. For the top for Phillip. Another menace creature. Phillip has to attack with the Insolent Neonate. And it's just getting double blocked there.
Which is fine. He probably...
Does he Lightning Axe the Advocate here?
I think he should. I think the Advocate dies here.
It just means he doesn't get to flip the Neonate though. So I think, yeah, what are his choices?
Interesting.
Maybe he sacrifices...
Well, the Neonate's not bigger. It's still a 1/1, so the...
Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do here.
Let's see. Yeah, he kills the Advocate. I think he just wanted to make sure it gets blocked so he can get the invasion.
Sure, so now he has a 3/4, which is big enough to trade with the Brawler, but he's got Marcus has Chandra on board, which can probably just
minus a kill. No, he just ulties her and then becomes rude. That's really not something you want to be seeing. The Chandra's ulti is exceptionally powerful.
Cost 4 spells. Well, in this case it's 3. Cost 3 spells.
Yeah, right now he needs to just cost 3. One of them being...
Skywhaler shot that thing.
Sacrifice any creature?
No, no, it's destroy target creature with power 3 or greater.
Great stuff. That deals 4.
I don't think Philip's interested in playing anymore. I think
No,
he's
I
just
don't.
picked up his graveyard.
Yeah, no. Like well, there's nothing he can get. He can't get
Yeah,
out
he's
from
done here.
here.
He's done.
That was pretty hardcore. Um, and now we can have a look at their sideboards.
I have no idea what Marcus is doing. Lightning Runner, Voltaic Brawler, Sylvan Advocate, Thalia, Soul Swallower. What is going on here? This is the
I
wow.
think it's safe to note right about now that both these decks are homebrews.
Naya Pirate Crew. Don't know what's going on. Like,
but yeah, like I don't know what he needs to do here. Maybe he puts in Blossoming Defense. Probably doesn't need it.
he's got like a reasonable amount of valuable creatures. I mean, Scrapper Champion, Thalia, both with first strike or double strike, whatever they hit first, they block very well. The Lightning Runner is an interesting energy sink. It gives you multiple combat steps. Your opponent can't have anything with more than 3 toughness though, or something will trade with it because he doesn't have any pump spells. His sideboard contains Woodweaver's Puzzle Knots. I think he takes out the Skywhaler shots because there's fewer targets for it. Yeah, he looks like he's trimming 2 Skywhaler shots for, Immolating Glare or maybe Collective Defiance, maybe more Thalias. I don't know
think
what Philip is
Thalias
on
would probably
about.
be really good in this matchup. Looking at what Philip has, like if those things come down tapped.
Yeah, it slows him down considerably, especially that 3/4 that comes in afterwards. It does, yeah, it does a lot of things to Philip's deck.
Philip has a Reveler, Kari Zev, and Otherworldly Outburst in his hand for sideboarding out. It looks like he's putting in a Chandra. Um,
Yeah, he's putting in things for the later game. I don't know if
yeah.
he's having anything to do with the release of the Gremlins. Kari Zev's expertise, possibly something you'd want to put in.
Yeah, I think he did put in expertise. He definitely put in the Chandra, and it might have been Weaver of Lightning. Not sure.
Mm. Pretty good
Um,
to take the his opponent's Thalia and then play one of his own guys just so he can get in for that turn.
but yeah, this is a very aggressive list. Um, too bad his hand was like
Yeah,
so
a
slow
little bit
game one,
creature
and
light there.
yeah, also he mulligan. So like we didn't see the punch that this deck can actually give.
Only 17 creatures though, which is kind of light. Marcus running 16, but with considerably more removal spells. If Philip doesn't get under, in the first 3 turns, I think he's gonna lose more and more traction as the game goes on. There's not much in terms of big tempo swings in Philip's deck. He really does need to kill you now.
Philip sitting on
One land,
one lander,
Bomat,
lightning
Courier,
axe.
a grip full of 1 mana spells, basically.
Yeah,
Two,
there's
there's a
Fiery
second mountain in
Temper.
his hand there.
Oh, there's another mountain, but yeah, Fiery Temper.
I think he keeps
Courier,
that.
yeah, he's good.
Marcus
He goes in
is
for one.
land, another land. I see 2 lands in Marcus's hand. I can't see anything else. He's got his cards a bit close to his chest there. Draws a Scrapper Champion off the top. He's taken 1 from a Bomat Courier here.
Plays it tapped.
Yeah, I think Philip's just really keen to unload his hand. Hopefully his opponent doesn't find a removal spell to deal with the Bomat Courier.
And yeah, he's got a pretty good run here. He can lightning axe, he can fiery temper off it, get his hand low. He's got shock there. It's like he has some things.
Yeah, this is the sort of quick start he wants. Bomat Courier not doing too much, but it is sort of drawing him cards.
It's making sure he has cards for the late game. Got third land and goes in for another one. I think he's just gonna sit on it and wait.
Immolating Glare.
Oh, that is not a life loss then. Attacking creature goes away.
I'm not really sure at what point this is. Is it before or after damage?
the trigger happens because that's in combat, and then Marcus took his first priority there. So they're
Let's just see. I think Phillip has a couple of lines here. He can use the lightning axe to target his Bomat courier and fiery temper Marcus in the face, and still get the cards off the Bomat courier.
yeah, but that's in like 5 or 3. I don't know if that's actually worth it. Maybe he just loses those 3. I mean, his deck is very
Yeah,
consistent.
He
could just like
leave
get
it.
more.
It's a shock. Oh wait, he gets to activate the Bomat courier, discard the fiery temper with Bomat courier's ability, use the 1 mana. Because there's 2 lands in his hand, so just lose the lightning axe here. Actually, that's exactly what he's doing.
Activates.
So he goes shock, pop the courier, discard my hand, pay the madness cost on the fiery temper. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of damage.
And 3 fresh cards, and Glare countered on resolution.
Marcus going down to 13. Phillip passing the turn back. He's got land, insolent neonate, and shock, I believe, of the Bomat courier. Marcus putting a brawler down, not finding his 3rd land here. Phillip up to 4, playing the neonate
down.
Passing turn. I think he shocks that brawler.
Should probably shock it before anything happens. Maybe in response to the energy being used. Renegade map comes down. Probably quite the all-star here.
Pays.
Activate. Making sure about timing. Does not.
No, he just takes the damage. Yeah.
Takes 4.
Untap. Draw a card. Another land. That's not great.
That is unfortunate. He's sitting with two lands and a shock. No, that's not even a shock. That's an otherworldly outburst.
Ah, okay.
That's why he didn't kill it.
That's good. So he's going to attack for 2. And then trade that mountain for something better and a 3/2. He's attacked for 3. No, it's 2 damage. It's +1/+0.
Sure. So 2.
Gets a 3/2. Draws fiery temper.
That is very
better
than
nothing.
That was quite a play, I think. Now he's got the temper to deal with the brawler. Marcus getting his 3rd land finally.
I think he's going to fetch a mountain here. Yeah. Just so he has double red for Chandra later.
His grip is very full. I think if he draws his 4th land here, we're going to see another swing in favor of him and not in Phillip's favor anymore. I don't think Phillip's clock at this stage is 3 turns.
It's pretty fast. I mean, it's not something that Marcus can ignore. He can't just get into a swing fest here.
True.
He needs to be blocking.
And
the Skywalker's shot did stay in. I think he kept 1, or maybe he put some more in. I'm not sure. That Scry 1 being very valuable. It's probably a land. I'm not sure what he saw. I didn't see it there, but he kept it on top very quickly.
Activating, hitting for 4, down to 12 for Phillip.
Nope,
he
fiery tempered it.
Sorry.
Staying on 16. Stromkirk Occultist draws Phillip cards if it gets through. Hopefully, for Phillip's sake, Marcus doesn't have any more removal. But if he does, and it appears he does, that's a Blessed Alliance in Marcus's hand, which I think he's going to hold up.
He has more Brawler, he has Advocate.
If he does cast a creature, he doesn't get to hold up. No, he's holding up Blessed Alliance, most certainly.
Passing back.
Phillip's just going to get in with both.
And that would be 2.
Blessed Alliance. He's going to sacrifice the Bomat courier.
Definitely. Probably activating it first.
He's got a land in his hand. No, he's just leaving it. What is in Phillip's hand? It's a mountain.
Is that 1 damage or 2?
He needs the mana to try and cast whatever comes off the top. It's a mountain. Just need to put it into play. 3 damage from Stromkirk Occultist, putting Marcus from 11 to 8. Stromkirk Occultist is a 3/2 with trample, I believe. I'm not sure if it has trample or menace or any sort of evasive ability, but when it deals combat damage, it's got impulse draw, so you flip the top card of your library. You may play it this turn if you want to. If not, it goes into exile.
Yes, it is. It is trample.
Consulate surveillance from Marcus, which is the thing that sort of ended Phillip last turn. It fogs for 2 turns.
Spend it.
Yep, no trigger there.
No, nothing triggers. No damage is dealt.
Phillip reading it again. Yep, that is how it works.
That is exactly what
Pass
happens.
the turn.
Passes back. At least he's got a fiery temper in hand. He could probably deal
with the Sylvan Advocate that's going to come down now.
I don't know if the Advocate should come down yet.
Yeah, maybe he plays it when it's
when it's already.
Yeah, when it's big enough. He's got another Blessed Alliance, which is probably going to chew up that creature over there.
Passes back. Phillip swings.
And he's gaining 4 life of it as well.
Nice. Back up to 12.
Yeah, that's not great for Phillip at this stage. Unfun.
Very much unfun. I think the time has passed. He's probably just
Marcus
going to dig out of it.
Definitely in control of this game now. Phillip's window is long past.
There's his 6 lands, double Advocate, and a
It's
brawler.
most likely the nail in the coffin there.
That is it. That is 12 damage,
12 damage per turn.
And he still has some energy to prevent damage to him. But yeah, I think this is Phillip.
Yeah, Marcus in super good shape here. Struggled a bit on lands at the beginning, but then Renegade map into Consulate Surveillance, and then multiple 4-power creatures. He's still got a sufficient amount of energy to fog 2 things.
Brawler
okay, he's reducing some of the damage.
Goes down. This is still a 2-turn clock. And what is that? That is not good. That is.
I don't think he has any way to deal with the 5 toughness outside of a lightning axe. What is that?
I have no idea.
Don't reckon. It's a Weaver of Lightning. A 1/4. Does not block that well. Just remembering the vigilance on his advocates, and Phillip goes to 8.
Rough day.
Yeah, not much to be done here. I don't think Phillip has
draws
a chance.
land, and I think he's just going to scoop here. Going into the tank, maybe.
I don't think he's got anything to do here. He can attack, hope to get a block, play the bolt to smash, which would be bad.
It doesn't trade to anything at this stage.
He is dead on board,
he's
blocks or
dead.
no. Scrapper Champion is 4 damage as well. It's got double strike, so whatever comes through kills him.
And he sees
Yep,
it.
that's it.
And that's the hand.
Done. Very quick game there.
Yeah, so 2-0 to Marcus here.
And that puts him 2 up in his record today. So he's going to go to 2-0. Phillip going to 1 win and 1 loss.
Yeah, but this was a very good game though. It's like just goes to show you, if the aggro deck does not get their early hits in, the mid range will just outrun them in the end.
Just a little bit of life gain as well.
Life gain.
Other than being demoralizing, gives Marcus all the time in the world. Not that he needed the 4 points of life. He would have finished this game on 8 if he hadn't escalated the Blessed Alliance. But still, he's got tools to deal with this. So if you give the mid-range deck any sort of time,
it will just.
There's just too many good things higher up the curve. We'll be back later for round 3.